Hello, everybody. It is just Jay and I this morning for now until Nadia finds the right portal that she can jump into. I don't know if we will have Jen or not. There are some mishaps around her area, so
Yes.
I had taken it this morning. So
Okay.
we'll go through a little bit of Enoch, and I guess we do Q and A's if
Yeah.
we run
I
out
hope
of things to
hope
say.
everyone had a nice holiday, quiet if anything, at best, no stress.
Yeah, and like I mentioned that I had a couple of things I was thankful for, and one was having all these friends, all my friends here and around the internet, even though they're not
Yes.
face to face. And number
Hmm.
two, second day in a row of 8 hours of sleep.
Awesome. Awesome.
Woohoo!
I'll be honest with you. I would have much rather had. I hate to say it, but I would have much rather had turkey dinner via video with mostly everyone here in the chat. Just
I
saying.
agree. I was pretty much alone all day, so,
Yeah. Well,
but I was doing studying.
mhm. When I did shifts, holiday was just another day. You didn't have any of that. But so have you gone past any further? Have you checked out the Book of Noah, Giants,
No,
the,
well,
the last
I
the
went
last
to
numbers through there, or what are you on?
with the Dream and Visions of Section 4.
Okay.
That was chapter 83
Hmm.
when Enoch was talking to his son Methuselah
Yes.
about the dreams. And the dreams I found interesting because they basically went from the Watchers uh, coming down and mating with the daughters of men,
Mm.
and through that whole scenario, and then into the Enoch scenario and how apparently the sons of Noah went into the ark, and when they came out, their skins were different colored rather than all white when they went in.
Right.
And then after that, it went into the whole slew of Joseph and how that family basically went in just in accordance with what the rest of the Bible was saying. With him, Joseph being an Egyptian leader,
Hmm.
so to speak, and the family coming to him and staying with him for quite a while, apparently.
Yeah.
And from there into Moses and his trek, and from there into King David. And that was the second dream, actually. And the first dream was how the earth was destroyed or was planning on being
Planning on
destroyed, and
being
everything
destroyed.
just
Yeah.
kind of caving in to the center of the earth. And but Enoch basically uh, had that halted by pleading to the Creator,
Yeah.
do not do
And
that.
I found that portion actually kind of interesting. The caving in onto itself.
Yeah,
And okay, we talk about toroidal, we talk about inner earth, the whole bit. But I don't think what we don't really talk about is maybe we're not seeing it. Let's look at it from a different point of view. We look for inner earth. What if we are in inner earth?
mm.
What if, I mean, we perceive it that we're not, but what if we are?
Right.
And say if you're not in inner earth, you're going to perceive it just like we do. It's like, hey, we're not in inner earth, if that's your perception. So I mean, I wonder sometimes when they interpret a dream, is it something that can be twisted, or it's like maybe it's very symbolic, or even left of center.
Right.
It doesn't have to be, but yet most of the dreams and visions were quite specific. And like you said, when you talked about him petitioning the Creator not to destroy the earth. Again, that happened, and then that also happened with, what was it, Lot? Also, no.
Yeah.
Yes, Lot. If I could find 100 good people, or what do you get
Yeah.
down to? 5,
Exactly. Yeah.
and that's just it. But I was really trying to go with the last ends of it. I was studying the last ends of the book, kind of reading backwards again, and then. But the nice part of the link the book that I have, it'll link into Revelations. It will link into some of the other books, Deuteronomy. I'm still wrestling with this whole line of Jacob. I'm just having a hard time with this. After rereading and just really, I guess, coming to realize, hey, you really did a dick move there, and yet this is where the 12 tribes of Israel come from.
Right. You are
Um,
the
yeah,
move you're
that's
talking
something
about
that
is
I'd like to deep dive at some point, because
yeah.
I just I get bad, like, this. It feels a lot of man. There's a lot of man to it. But anyway,
Yeah, I hear you.
do we have any questions in the coffee section, Dennis, or
Let me
any
go over
in the chat?
there and refresh.
Nadia's supposed to be here. She's portal jumping. I
Yeah,
see she's making comments. That's
yeah.
great, making comments. Get in the game here, kiddo. All right.
Maybe she didn't bring her camera with her when she started going through these portals.
Yeah.
You know, I think I don't remember this one. Off topic. I may have had this one Wednesday or not. I don't remember. But Mary Jones, my sons and natural born grandchildren have all been poked.
Mm.
Did they have the? Oh no,
Oh,
no,
that was answered. I remember that when you answered that. Yeah.
All right. Refresh.
Okay. Nadia's trying to connect to Wi-Fi.
Is she?
Yeah. Well, I think she's
She didn't bring
channeling
Wi-Fi with her.
she's
No,
channeling her inner Jen. Uh, no Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi for you.
No Wi-Fi. Hang on. Let's see. Have to go all the way out and come right back in again for the coffee page.
One of the things that isn't talked about really in the Book of Enoch, okay, which I mean, it touches it, but it really doesn't go into detail about if he is the scribe of heaven or of God, however you want to look at it.
Right.
There's only little bits and portions of him being the scribe being mentioned and books being written with him. Uriel had given him some books and wrote some books for him, and then he was dictating a lot of these things to Enoch. That's what you assume, and the language is pretty there. That's what it says. So in this time now, he's gone off the earth, what, 300 years roughly. We're not sure. It's a couple hundred.
Right.
The exact number, if you will.
Right. Yeah, we don't know.
Let's just say, okay, he's gone 300 years. One of the things we don't know is, okay, if he's outside of space and time, and granted, his Methuselah lived to 980 some years, right? Enoch was taken at 365, if I believe.
Right.
If that's
Yeah,
correct.
365. Yeah.
Right. And so I know he came back to Earth for a time.
Right.
Depending, we don't know what that is. So in that 300 years, was he scribing? Was he transformed? Was his mind?
Hello.
Hey, it's the there you are. What do you got?
Portal jumping.
Where are you?
I am actually in the real middle of Chicago right now. I'm visiting. I had to drive a friend home, and I'm using her Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yep. That's it. Hi, guys. I've been hearing you guys, and that was pretty interesting.
What do you mean you can actually hear while you portal jump?
Yeah, yeah.
But
I hear all.
yeah, that was one of the things that, like, I was just, if you heard what I was saying, I don't. If he's the scribe, there's very little info about his role in there, and then if you go into a couple of the other books, or 2 and 3, I can't remember. There's one other book that when he's transformed, God has to whip him 60 lashes because the angels were taking orders from Metatron. This is not, we're jumping here for a second,
Yeah.
but that being said, if he's the scribe and they're supposed to do this, it was almost like another rebellion. Did you just mute, Nadia? Are you still there? Or are we losing you?
I am still here. Sorry
Okay.
about that. I'm having problems with my other stuff, but that's okay.
She had to put socks on.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
That's definitely a problem. How did you end up in Chicago? Seriously.
Actually,
regardless of, the toe thing, the feet thing.
it is. You know what? It's probably I was led here to see how nasty they have put all this 5G stuff around here. It is really ugly. I'm from the suburbs, so our suburbs is not as bad, but here in the heart of Chicago, so we're okay. We're protected. We're good.
Bad mojo. Bad vibes.
That must be why they had mentioned some years back that everybody should be moving to the country instead of the city.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess I had to see it myself.
I guess Jay must have gone into a portal himself.
No, I had an itchy nose, and I didn't want to be scrubbing it on camera there.
I did have a question. I was learning on Enoch chapter 5 and 6. Now, they had something that they said that they left the Nephilim for their spirits to suffer and stay around the earth. I'm trying to figure out the wording that they used.
Yeah.
Are the Nephilim spirit still alive on earth?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's just it. I understand their spirit. Is Dennis is saying yes, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Are they or have they been active? Why were they left?
Mm-hmm. I get a strong yes to that. Yeah, they have been active ever since that time. More so now than before.
And if that's the case, okay, I'm assuming that these are the actual. We're talking about the fallen here, and we're talking about the Nephilim at the same time.
Yes.
But is it the actual Nephilim, or is it the actual fallen angels? I just want to see. I want to make it clear.
Okay, the fallen angels were taken and bounded.
Right, bound.
In the deeps. So they took care of the fallen angels, but what they did was they left the Nephilims, the children of the fallen angels, to have their spirits roam on earth.
Right.
And I was just trying to figure that out.
But I'm wondering why they didn't bind them. I understand they wanted them to see their destruction, their demise, their, quote, children. I understand the torture behind that and what they were trying to do, but why would they leave, something that has the essence of God unbound? Do you know what I mean? Why would that not even be considered? Oh, hey, we'll bind them later. Well, they're only half angels, or fallen angels, so we'll get to them.
Well, could it have been just an experiment of free will? Let's see if the Nephilims decide to change to be angelic instead of evil.
I would say you might be onto something with
Yeah,
that.
I had gotten that it was basically to ensure that duality remained the way it was created in the first place, to have both good and evil. but not necessarily as evil as the fallen angels and the Nephilim had been.
There was something out there several years back. I remember it was the idea that some of the Nephilim that were supposed to be good or wanted to be good.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the story of Zeus and all these things come from. They tried to make it into that.
Demigods, yeah.
Yeah, into the demigods, and they were truly trying to get back to the creator, but they couldn't get rid of self. So just a real quick, I'm wondering if that even happened. Just ask a quick question like that. If that is that true, that scenario.
Okay, just rephrase that question just so I know what you're asking.
Okay, did some of the Nephilim were they
gods?
like the Greek gods of Zeus and everything, trying to show the creator that they could be good? For I don't know how else to word it.
Yeah, I'm hearing that they are the Greek gods. The
They
demigods.
were, yes, and I'm getting a big yes on that. Yeah.
I get a yes, and then I get an immediate no after that. So that
Well,
has to
maybe
be
it was
how
the second.
I asked it. No, that's because how I asked it.
Well, it could be the second part that you said to show that they wanted to be good.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's what it
probably
is.
the no. Yeah.
So were they doing this out of ego then?
The ego never plays a part.
Ego? What is that?
Yeah, there's you know, it's kind of weird. It's a yes, but I think okay. These are children of angels. The angels understand righteousness. Okay, this is like a big role in their world, righteousness. I'm wondering if they really felt that was their way of being righteous. It's how they were taught. It's just a misunderstanding of their interpretation of righteousness.
You're talking about the Nephilims?
Yeah.
Right. Now, I don't believe like the Nephilims had like no brain. I think they really had, like some of the Nephilims, they just ate and ate and ate. It's almost like they had no other senses, just that. However, I think that they felt an entitlement of that angelic side.
I agree with that.
And so that's why they continued to do what they did. Now, was one of the Nephilims considered, was he Atlas?
Well, I don't believe so, but that doesn't mean it's not true.
I'm getting a yes. Maybe by a different name.
Yeah, I'm getting
than
a yes.
what we named him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other one was Poseidon, maybe, and that went to Atlantis. So they did have the demigods that
Amen.
play a role.
We ain't gonna do this.
We aren't.
No,
Well, I guess we're close enough for the day.
Couldn't hear them, but they were going.
Oh my God, they're Hebrew.
Yes, they are. Something
No, they are the KMs.
Yeah. I mean, that's how they talk to each other. Most people think, oh, they're trying to tear each other up. No, I know that tone. That was like, get away from me.
They have such high frequency humor.
Yes.
You are not my father.
I am not the dog whisperer. I just happen to know these ones.
Oh yeah, guys, I apologize. Today is not a day you're going to see Schneider or hear him.
Oh man.
Sorry. So no dog questions. No dog questions.
BHP is asking. Also, were the 365 years feel like days or hours to Enoch?
Right. Well, 65 were on the earth roughly. So let's look at that as the 300 maybe is the 300.
Well, I'm thinking that they didn't have calendars back then either. So I don't know.
King, can you put that up? Can you put that on the screen so I can see what he wrote?
No.
Okay. I think I found it now.
Well, since you found it, I'll put it up.
All right. I'm used to no, so it doesn't phase me.
Oh, is that right? Well, Noah is my middle name.
Noah.
No.
Noah.
Yeah, I there's no feeling to it whatsoever. It passed by quickly, but yet at the same time, I think he was there much longer than our 300 Earth years, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But it was outside of space and time, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm curious to. I wonder if he aged. That's what we don't really get. I wonder if he actually aged. You know, like he left. If he left at age 65,
Uh-huh.
and he come back, and it's arguable he could have come back twice, but he came back and he was here for a while. Did he age? Do you know what I mean? Did he age? I mean, he was transformed so that he could be in heaven.
Right.
He was given garments. The garments of Adam and Eve were very special, very potent. I'm wondering if he actually aged. I think that's the question off of this one.
Did it say when? At what age he left the first time to do this?
Well, basically, at roughly age 65 is what it's said. Like at 65, this is when he had his first talkings at some point in there around that age.
Yeah, I don't.
So basically, if in between time, when you're out of time, do you age really?
Right. I'm just going to ask: did he age as long as he was gone? That's what I'm. Did he physically
did he age while he was gone, or did he age here on Earth?
While he was
I want to
gone.
see if he aged. Period. If he aged while he was gone.
Okay, I'm getting a no, but we'll try.
I get a no. You didn't age.
Enoch, not Nadia. Nadia aged when she left.
No, actually, I colored as gray. I never aged.
Yeah, he did not age.
Nope. Now the answer of Nadia, yeah, I think so. Dennis asked if I aged, Jay.
If you aged?
Yeah, that's what he said. I said I colored this gray in.
Well, I was trying to come up with Enoch aging, and Nadia kept coming up in my mind. I don't know why. So my question to the creator was whether or not she aged while out of space and time.
Thank you. So maybe I'm not aging when I'm portal jumping, Dennis.
There you go.
If he's not aging.
I think we are.
Okay, did he even already receive maybe was his body already transmuted at that point? Do you know what I mean? Like
okay. Did he go into a light body?
Well, I don't know if that transmuted light body. I mean, he put it this way: they transformed him that he could stand in front of the Creator.
Right.
There's even some angels that can't stand in front of the Creator.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just let's ask: was his body transmuted?
Yeah.
However, and is that why he didn't age? Maybe that's better than.
I got a yes on that.
Oh, I got a strong yes on that. Yeah.
I got a straight yes. Okay, straight yes on that.
Yeah.
It feels like it's
so cool. I'm seeing like he was encapsulated.
Yeah, it feels I don't know how to say it. It just feels good. I don't know how else to say it. It's like this feels really good. Like on a physical standpoint, you know what I mean? Like I don't think we understand what it's like to feel good. You know
So
what I mean? Like to feel really, really good.
Oh, I do.
me too.
I've been there. I know.
Okay.
As long as
Unconditional
I don't
love.
go to the ground, I feel really good. Just
Right.
getting
But,
up is the hard part.
I mean, you know, it's something like, okay, when you're young, you take it for granted. When
Yeah.
you're old, you yearn for it. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's almost this sense of power, wonder, amazing. It's like he's living in that body. It's amazing. That's like I said, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm getting. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Okay, so
I got a potty dance. I'm sorry.
okay.
Go ahead.
Do you
Let me.
know how you feel? We have an aura.
Yeah.
That's how his encapsulation was of an aura, but of good.
I'll agree with that. And it feels like many layers too.
Yes. So
Many
that's
layers.
that's how
So
he was.
maybe this is the light body within the body or combination.
I think it's light body going out into the.
Yeah, but I mean, they had to change his physical body, so I'm wondering how much different he looked when he came back. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Excuse me.
All right.
Mm.
Well,
Hold on to that thought.
let's just say that, King. You know how they have this research that two identical twins, one goes up in space and one stays down here. And the person that comes back from space, now we're saying hypothetical because we don't even know
Right.
if that happens, but the one who was in space didn't age because there is no time and space.
Right.
So I wonder if that's what happened with Enoch.
Yeah. I'm getting a strong yes to that, and it's
Yeah.
how do those that are in the second heaven or space, as we call it, are they that are out there now aging?
Slower. They're
But
aging slower.
galactics say that they don't live in a area of time.
No,
They
no.
don't know what time is to them, so it's
Yeah.
only here on Earth.
Now, was that created by the negative people?
Yes.
So we have a sell-by date.
Now I'm getting Anunnaki.
You're getting Anunnaki?
Yeah, I'm getting Anunnaki created time.
Let me check. Did the Anunnaki create the time? Yeah. Bing, bing, bing. The answer is correct.
And we know that the Anunnaki were not actually the first to be here.
No, but did the Anunnaki's time, was it from the genetic people that they created?
I don't even know how they would have come up with the concept, really.
Of creating humans?
No, of time itself. If they came from an area of no time and not even knowing time, how did they suddenly find out about time here on Earth or create time here on Earth?
What if we asked the question if they created them on their own planet before they came here?
Good idea. Well, we'll fill Jay in on that.
All right,
about Anunnaki.
We were saying that the Anunnaki created time. That's what caused us to physically age by time. So we're asking the question if Anunnakis created their own timeline on their own planet before coming here.
Yeah, I'm getting a yes. They did.
Yeah, I'm getting it's a softer yes, but it's a yes.
Yeah.
It's not like real soft. But no,
Well, they have time because from why they came to Earth was because their planet was dying, so they knew they were running out of time. I would say.
As I was getting the dog out, I'd heard your thing about how the one twin didn't age or he'd age differently.
Oh, space. Yeah, space
Yeah.
travel.
Okay. Here's my only problem with that. Okay, if they're identical twins, okay, and I think the one astronaut was the two brothers that they had done
You
this.
know the story, right? Because I'm trying to figure out if it's true now.
Well,
So
here's my thing. Okay, let's say it's a few hours, right?
yeah.
Okay, let's say it's a day.
Okay.
Okay, how do you physically know that from any tests, any chemical response, any neurological thing? Oh, this one's only 786 days, and this one's only, he's a half a day short. I don't buy that whatsoever. Oh, he didn't age. You can see it. No, show
No,
me
it wasn't
the
that.
depth.
It wasn't that. They said I think it was a 20-year difference.
But what I'm saying, my thing is how can they possibly perceive it in a physical body if they're identical twins? 20 years would be astounding. That would be a whole lot of difference. I agree.
Yeah,
But
I mean there is a
days.
lot, but there is a lot to go with it. I mean, you have to talk about genetics. Not genetics. I'm sorry, stress.
Right.
Working, paying taxes, whatever.
Right.
Anything that can age us here or change our mental status. So it wasn't constant. There wasn't like a what do they call that? This is the testing and this is what we're going to see.
I still don't see how they can calculate that.
I'm just saying, I remember this a long time.
But I mean, that's just me. I mean, I think that's part of their deception. In other words, they're basically saying we can take your cells and age you. We can to a T, we can age you. I haven't heard that one before. How that's their whole thing about being into space. It's very man. It's of man. It's
Well, how are they doing the cloning?
Well, I would agree with that, with the cloning, but if we've seen even from the Cabbage Patch things, apparently it doesn't take a whole lot. Really doesn't. You throw a little bit of spit and some cells in there, and it may just turn out to what we think is impossible is.
Well, I mean, that's why I think this is why we're doing the final hurrah right now, because of the very close to cloning, not just cloning humans, but cloning spirit probably, or changing it with DNA. I mean, we're really close to almost pretending, not we, but they, God.
Well, that's just it. They want to be God.
And I think that's what happened with Atlantis. I think they wanted to be God, and that's probably why it was destroyed.
Right. I mean, that's the Superman story. Krypton destroyed their world, and they sent their son here for a better life. But in their arrogance, in their splendor of themselves, they destroyed everything. And that's just it. The story actually, if you read the backstory of the original comic book, or the story of the Krypton, there was no faith. It was only technology. There was gods, but these gods were men. There was no faith, and that's the story that they don't like to pick up on, but yet they touch on it as briefly as they can without saying it. So that's just it. To me, it was always about them, not the greater creator. In fact, the creator's taken out with that technology, and we've seen that several times already. Okay, please sit.
I am. Are you sitting, Dennis?
I may be short, but
we're having little issues apparently.
After Thanksgiving, moving around, trying to lose that weight.
They get a teeny amount of turkey. Turkey's not real good for my guys, but
really,
like the turkey. What I do is I'll cook it even harder, like make sure there's no fat in it, like almost and then I grind it up almost like a powder. And I'll mix and then I'll mix it in with some. It's not a powder, but it's dry, and then I'll mix it in with some berries and pumpkin, and give them a little bit at a time with that, like little treat. Like give them like a little frozen thing. I don't mix it in their dog food because they're pretty. I don't know. They're pretty sensitive, even though they. I just turkey's just not one of them, but I do try and give them a little bit here and there.
Yeah, well, Schneider used to be very sensitive to especially chicken, but yeah, he now has leftovers, and we just like divide it into days. But a lot of pumpkin in there, so yeah.
And oh, your picture of the pumpkin thing looked wonderful. Really did. It really looked good.
And then it collapsed.
Laugh.
It collapsed. The pumpkin overcooked.
Okay.
And yeah, I had to pick up the pieces. Let's just say it that way.
All right.
So I had a good amount
put that on the plate here. That's all. It's
I know.
Like a bread bowl.
I think I almost had burned my pinky just trying to pick up everything and make it look nice.
Okay,
But,
sorry, we got off topic there.
Okay, the question down below we haven't even touched on yet, but it's basically what we were discussing.
Okay.
Was he able to control his age? The man probably had some deep inside knowledge to control this stuff.
This is Enoch.
Enoch.
I don't think
To him, yeah.
it wasn't up to him. Yeah, it wasn't up to him.
Yeah. Yeah, this was the gift. This was going into. Yeah, you know what? Okay, you know how I said I feel good and everything like that. You know, it's kind of funny because when I feel that feeling, I keep thinking about Adam in the garden before they were banished. That's kind of how I feel like this. Oh, I feel good. You know, like.
Oh,
but I think this was more, yes, God. I'm wondering if the angels helped with this process through the divine. Yeah.
Now I have a question. Do you think our Creator had a couple of chosen ones because of free will to see who would follow? Or was Enoch just the only chosen one?
You mean during that time?
During that time, yes.
Well, I think Methuselah
Yeah,
or Enoch's father.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels faith to me. I mean,
I don't believe he's going to be the only faithful one during that time walking.
I agree, but okay, there's different ways that we perceive faith. I mean, we put our faith in certain things, and faith and belief are different, but I think faith is really at your core. You know, this is how you live. This is how you perceive things. That's what that feels like. And I get that he was the only one at the time that was, for lack of a better term, worthy. It's just, it's kind of like, okay, when Cain and Abel gave their offerings to God, Cain's wasn't favored, Abel's was, okay, because there was the heart and intention behind it, where it wasn't as much for Cain. That's what this feels like. This heart, this attention. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, I'm getting a yes.
Yeah, it's almost like okay, we choose a couple, and whoever is more favored is the one who would follow through, be taken to heaven. Yeah.
And I think that if we've seen throughout history, it is people, at least that's how the Bible and certain books perceive it, of faith, even with Muhammad, even with some of the Buddhists. I mean, there's a certain level of faith that they know, and they, what's for lack of a better term, transcend, if you will. But yeah, there's something to their, this is how I live. And they live and breathe it, walk, not just walk the walk, but walk the walk the talk that they're talking. They live it, they breathe it, they embody it.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is almost like most of us here. We all have one of us in a family that we're walking the walk or talking the walk, right?
Say it
I
again.
mean, like, okay, since the Great Awakening, we always have like one person in every family that's like, something's not right here. That belief, yeah. um, you're the weird one of the family because nothing makes sense what you're saying. We're outside of the matrix.
Right.
So it's almost like we are the ones that were basically chosen to lead the way, to speak our truth, speak our faith. So
Yeah.
it's almost like you're saying with Enoch. Out of all the people who were faithful, he was the one who showed it.
Right. He lived it, breathed it. Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're saying as far as families and everything. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Basically like Abraham later on,
yeah.
Yeah.
but he wasn't taken up.
Okay.
Black sheep or dance to your own music, however you want to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Did we get this question then? Angel.
Yeah, we answered it.
So let's go to this one.
All right.
THP. Was the fact that he was able to stand before Father mean that he earned that privilege?
That's a different way of looking at it.
If you want, but worthy,
Yeah.
more worthy, right?
Worthiness earned? I would say yes. I'm getting a strong yes to that.
Yeah, I'm getting a
No,
yes.
with
It's,
privilege or honor, I would think earned that honor, not privilege.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm stuck on the privilege.
And well, here, that's just it. Okay, this wasn't expected. This is just how he lived.
Right.
So, in essence, I think earned isn't a bad word to use. He did earn that privilege,
Right.
if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, God found favor in him for his faith,
Mhm.
and timing was everything too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, there was no disappointment. That's just it. There was no disappointment. It almost feels like I don't know. That's what he expected of Adam. It feels. It
Well,
feels like he wanted. This is how he perceived Adam to be. I don't know. That's
but
just.
but I was the first. I could not have been his favorite.
Well, no. Well, yeah, but you had to break all the rules and all the bumps and bruises. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, of
usually,
course.
actually, it's the second child that does that, not the first child.
Man,
You
did
messed
I
up,
feel that.
Mm. Yeah, but I mean, let's face it. First-time parents make mistakes, if you will.
Yeah, that's
By the
very
second
true.
one, by the time the second one comes around, he's like, "Oh, you're wipe it off. Run it off. You'll be fine." First one gets hurt. Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, the creator did not give a handbook on how to raise children.
No.
Well, obviously, I mean, look at his children.
Question: are all the artifacts
Are all the artifacts that they are hiding puzzle pieces? Are
Not
all the
artifacts of?
like the Noah's Ark and stuff like that. But don't you feel that some artifacts are put there to confuse us?
Yeah.
For example,
yeah, it's like information and disinformation.
Yeah.
To keep you off balance.
Right. And that okay. Let me pull flat earth in here for a second, if you will. Just hear me out. Okay. If the world wasn't a globe, why would they want to hide the fact that it's a flat earth? Okay, well then that discounts God. If it's a ball, it's a ball like all the other balls out there. But if it's a flat earth, you cannot discount a creator. And that's the deception to me. Because if they come out and say the earth is flat, that means that these books are true. And they can't control something that is greater than them or an ideology. If they don't create the ideology, they can't manage it. With that being said, yes, on the artifacts, but just like these guys said, there's a lot out there to deceive us.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. Like, okay, I lean flat earth. I'm not a flat earther. I think it's a shape of some kind, but I know it's not a ball. And that's just it, because if it's anything other than a ball, it's God. And that's what they can't handle. Do you know what I mean?
My theory is every planet out there is like the Earth. It looks like a ball, but what does NASA not give you in pictures? The North and
NASA
South
doesn't give you a
Pole.
straight answer. I'll go with that one.
Where's Jen? Where's Jen?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
says
But I mean, when we're talking other worlds, I think in many senses of our existence, we look at it as in space. Isn't this a portal? I mean, I don't know if we can literally go above the firmament, but is space just a
Okay.
portal?
so.
Like to where these other civilizations live.
All right.
Are they on a flat plane and not a ball also? Or something like that. I mean, regardless how we look at it, how do they get there? I don't buy space fully. I really don't. I mean, I look up in the night sky, and the constellations don't change. They haven't changed, but we can't be flying through the galaxy a 500 million miles a second, and nothing doesn't change.
But I have a question. Are planets also under the firmament? Are all of our planets under the firmament, or is it above the firmament? They are.
Yeah, and maybe they're in. Yeah, yes.
I'm getting under.
Yeah,
So
I believe under.
it's both.
why are the planets round but the Earth cannot be round? I mean, I understand the Earth is a consciousness.
Are the planets round? That's the question.
Right.
Are the planets round, or are they like Earth, where it's toroidal, and you have an opening in the north and south poles?
Yes, it is toroidal. Yes, they are.
Every one of them.
But
and we're all supposed to believe that they're all round or sphere, or and we're the only flat Earth.
Yeah, but I'm getting, if they're all toroidal and they're all consciousness, and everybody has a collective agreement of it, then that's what the shape is going to be. I don't think that, if we all
see your logic in that.
Yeah, because
I can see your logic in that. Yeah, it makes sense.
It is like they say, it is what it is. That's all.
Right. No, but I mean,
it is what it is.
I don't take that view, but I truly can see that view. Yes, at the same time, I'm not a person that goes, "Oh, it's only this." I can see that view until we're proven one way or the other. We have to ask the questions.
Yeah.
We have to ask the questions, and how they use the language against us. Don't forget, a plot of land is also known as a planet. That's spelled exactly as planet. I mean, that's a flat earther thing. They go to that all the time.
A plane,
but it's true. But it's true. It is. It's called a planet. Is a plane of land.
Really?
They use the language against us. You can't discount it. Like I said, I don't fully buy into this hook, line, and sinker. I gotta be proved.
Well, little by little, we will be getting the truth anyway. Right. However, I mean, look at us. They tried to discourse and say Pluto is no longer a planet, and we said, "Oh, yes, it is." Well, guess what? They brought Pluto back.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So it is a collective. It is a collective agreement of what is and what isn't. Probably. I like this question. It's
Yeah, I liked it too.
go ahead.
If you have dimples, does that mean that you were abducted by aliens?
I'm not sure what the answer to that.
Well, first of all, does the dimple have to be on the face?
Yeah, really. I have dimples on my face and other areas.
Um, I don't get. Uh,
That's about me. Sorry.
No, I get it now.
okay, it's not abductive, but I wonder if
Right.
it's a
Trait?
genetic printing trait on your alien off-world family.
Ooh, there may be something to that.
Yeah. So I guess my Palladian Arcturian did not give me a dimple. Yeah, we all are mixed.
Yeah, I couldn't get anything on that. Sorry.
Well, you know, I'm getting a soft yes to that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like my uncle had, what is that dimple right here in the middle of the chin? It was huge.
Was your Uncle Kirk Douglas?
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sorry, Jay. You froze.
no, I didn't.
There's that the last question in the chat. That one's pretty rough
On the chat?
What?
on the chat.
Last
The
question.
last question. That's
The one I haven't gotten to yet.
no. It's the thing I can see. It's a
Christopher
dragon.
Collins, Columbus.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to go there.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
The very end from Dragonfly about
Oh.
Christopher Columbus.
Okay.
That's too 3D for me.
That one's it's a rough. Yeah, rough.
It's a rough one.
So I'm probably going to
Actually-
pass on that one. Just an FYI. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'll answer it, but I don't like it. Once I get down to it.
Okay. Who's up?
I'm
I just
going
noticed-
down.
it's CCC, Jay. Christopher Colin Columbus. You were talking about CCC the last time. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm looking for the next.
Okay.
Well, it's taken. I don't know if this is a question or not, but deep thought, insane, sane to be in the state of sanity. Why do they make it a bad thing? Shouldn't it be unsane or non-sane? Like nonsense, no sense. They don't call it incense.
Oh my God, that's a DH.
I heard.
Was that on Saturday Night Live? Jack Handy, Deep Thoughts. Yeah. Okay.
You're taking DHP classes there?
Insane to be in a state of sanity. Why do they
Insane.
make it a bad thing? Should it be unsane? Okay, now this is kind
Wording.
of like a wording, like I just spoke about. Maybe they use the language against us. Maybe that's kind of where this is going.
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
bit,
it's a good thing to be insane. If you're in the state of sanity, you're in the state of sanity. It's almost like saying understanding. You're standing underneath.
Yeah.
Which brings to mind the question: how many that were put in an insane asylums were actually insane?
Yeah. Not many.
Not many. They just had different thoughts,
Different viewpoints, different
Different-
DHP thoughts, different.
different truth. Yeah.
Not that I'm saying that
Different-
DHP is insane, but
Well, if
but
you're
I do love his questions though.
yeah, that was a very deep thought.
Yes, it was a very deep thoughts. With
I agree with what she's saying though.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I
don't
think she
even
ought
know
to have her
that
own
one for
show
sure.
called Deep Thoughts with Peg.
And gosh darn it, everybody likes you. All right. So where we at?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Dragonfly. I don't even know what I want, but I don't want to put this up on screen.
Yeah, I ain't answered that. Sorry.
Guys, I'm gonna mute myself for a sec.
I'll answer it, but I won't put it on screen. I know where this is coming from. I heard it too. And I'm getting a yes. Something about Yellowstone. That's where I heard it. The answer is yes. Okay. Moving on. Speaking of DHP, Dragonfly, your answer was yes about Columbus. All right, DHP Jr. There's a language called Enochian, known as the language of the angels. How accurate is it? Is the language of angels called Enochian?
I'm getting it's there and it's a yes. It's accurate, but I don't think it's interpreted correctly.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't have a name. It's more of a action.
Yeah, yeah, I'll agree with that. It's
More like what they would call like a light language or something like that, but it doesn't really have a name.
yeah. I mean, this is different than light language, though.
Yeah,
I will say
yeah.
that.
It's just an example.
Yeah.
Did Sumerians hold on to Enochian language?
I got a straight no on that. Sorry.
Okay.
It literally went boom right outside there.
I know somebody did. Somebody did.
Anunnaki, boom, out.
No, it
You know, we
literally
haven't
like I'm
asked-
sitting here and it's rocking
we
back and
haven't
forth,
asked
and
the
she
eight
said
ball.
that, and it was like no.
Let's check the 8-ball.
Hold on.
I got the check the 8 ball.
I don't think you're wrong, Nadia. I think there's something.
Said the prospect is good.
I just don't think it's the right people.
I knew somebody scribed for Enochians, but I'm trying to remember who it was. If it wasn't the Sumerians, I really thought it was the Sumerians.
Enochians. Who are the Enochians?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Anunnaki. Sorry. Wrong one. Wrong one.
Right.
Right now. I thought it said Anunnakians. It's Enochian.
Knock you. Okay.
Got it. Little piece
Um,
part there, guys.
and actually, I think he did teach this. This was handed down to Methuselah. Okay.
Could it have been the Essenes?
No, before the Essenes.
Before the Essenes. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Feels
Sanskrit?
Sumerians?
maybe Sumerians. This almost feels Asian.
Asian.
Well,
Asian, like Chinese.
Southeast Asian.
I'm getting a yes on it. It's not super soft, but it's not bang.
Right.
Feels yes. Again, this is
Mongolian?
you're not wrong, Dennis.
No, I'm
Just-
getting Mongolian.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah,
That's Genghis Khan is part of. Yeah, but Genghis Khan was part of the 13th families, I thought.
well, if I will guarantee you, they probably at least one or two of them know that language. Hidden, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't going there, but I guess it can make sense.
I wasn't.
I mean, the achus just, that doesn't, it all can be used for good and evil, unfortunately.
Yeah, oh, of course, yeah.
Of course, and that's
All about the intentions, yeah.
well, and it also can cause manipulation. It can cause deleting some information that they use. So there's a possibility, yeah. Where are we at? What time do we get?
Are lead, gold, and silver representations of Saturn, the moon, or the sun and the moon?
Lead, gold, and silver representation of Saturn.
I'm getting a no, or
It's both. I mean, it's a yes and no. So maybe
Yeah, it's a yes and no. I agree with. I got to no, and then it rocked back and forth. So I got to agree with
yeah.
yes and no.
okay. So they're probably putting Saturn as the gold ring for a wedding. That's how it's related to Saturn. It's a government constriction wedding.
And silver to the moon.
You get silver to the moon, yeah, and I get gold to Saturn.
So that leaves lead for the sun. That doesn't sound right though. I think that's the thing that throws me.
Yeah, yeah. Should we
Yep.
just
Let's ask the next part. Does bringing these metals together, whether it's 2 or 3 or whatever it is, together sparks?
putting these threes together spark something?
Get a no.
Yeah,
But
I've got to know too.
It's.
No.
I don't think there's. I want to say there might be something to this. Add a couple things. It feels like.
I think he's
Take lead out and put in platinum.
Oh, platinum
That's
or
what I'm getting.
platinum or mercury? I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Mercury for sure. Mercury for sure. Okay, gold, silver. I'm doing gold, silver, and mercury.
I think platinum's part of it too. I think he's right.
So this is alchemy.
Yeah, but the 369 effect, that's the Tesla. I mean, well, Mercury's liquid, we know that has already magnetic effects.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't talk about liquid gold or liquid silver, and I would say that that would have to have some kind of effect also.
It's not platinum.
Yeah,
it is mercury. And
mercury.
if you put all three together, it does spark something.
I think platinum's in there somewhere though, Dennis. I think you were right on your initial thing. I think gold, silver, and mercury, yes, but platinum.
And maybe if you add a fourth, it sparks something else.
Yeah.
But I'm also getting that it's the gold, silver, and mercury that works on each human human being. It's
like the
kind of
bullet.
alchemy. I'm sorry.
Kind of like the silver bullet.
Could be. But I mean, it's something to do with us too, energy wise.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think there's if we could put these all in a liquid form and spin them and do something, I don't know if they're meant to be brought together. I think it feels like they're meant
if
to be.
You add platinum together, I get 369.
Okay.
If you get platinum, mercury, gold, and silver, I get 369. How? I don't know, but that's what I'm getting.
I agree with you.
I wonder, yeah. Okay. It's just transmuters, probably conductors. Is that your rods making that noise, Jay?
Yes, I was shaking them. I'm sorry.
No,
all I kept hearing was no.
You got to remember that I got a broken rib there. Every once in a while, it kind of rattles on me.
Every once in a while, I do weird shit. I'm sorry. That was me.
Okay, a
My
direct
wife's
quote.
not here, so I can click pens.
Oh, there
Okay.
you go. Okay, I'll join you on that one.
A direct quote from Harold Rosendahl. Most Jews do not like to admit it, but our God is Lucifer, and we are his chosen people.
Ugh.
Was he talking to all Jews?
Um, I don't know. Do you want to answer this? I don't know.
I am getting a yes, but that's not really what the case is.
Can we consider this being the third? A third, a third, a third?
I don't
Yes.
disagree with it.
I think they're people.
Well, what I'm saying is Harold Rosenthal was speaking about all Jews, but that's not what it really is. It's
It's
the KMs
yes.
that he's talking
This,
about, but
this,
he's encompassing
Okay.
the entire
are you,
people.
yeah, are you talking about the sneeze?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm counting as a third.
Yeah, well, it's like Jews. Jews are really the people of Judea, Judah, and the Israelis are really northern part of Israel, and the Hebrews
Yeah,
are
but
basically
a lot of them came from uh, Russia and Ukraine and all of those areas. They were
right.
imported, and
Right. They came
those
into the
are the
land.
sneeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the sneeze.
Yeah.
So I
There's a
think they're
reason why
talking
they
about
put.
their
Yeah, I
yeah.
think that the true Hebrews or the true Israel have not even come into the land yet, because some are scattered. Or there are what,
Mm,
11 tribes that are scattered out of the 12
Yeah.
or 13, since
Yeah, I was
Joseph's
just going to say,
tribe was
didn't we
split
mention
to.
13?
Okay, I think we answered that one. He
Uh,
was talking about all Jews,
Yeah,
but
I
not all
agree.
Jews were.
I got exactly what you did. He is encompassing all Jews, but that's
Yeah.
not, yeah.
Question: did everyone have a great Thanksgiving?
I get a yes
I had
on that.
mighty
I got a very good yes on that. I
yes.
love to make homemade macaroni and cheese.
My son decided to give his contribution and made homemade mac and cheese for the first time.
Excellent.
You do a good job.
Yes, I'm still going
She's
to
not.
clean the pots and pans that he used.
Hmm. Baby steps. I mean,
Spider too.
he thinks that stuff miraculously just happens. It's good.
But yeah, they had this little thing on Instagram that said the husband said, "Our house is like magic. I go to bed and it's all clean. Just leave the stuff here by itself." My son believes that. All right, what do we got?
We got question.
We got questions?
We got question. But if the good Jews are practicing the rituals of the bad Jews, wouldn't that also make them part of the baddies without them knowing?
Yes.
Yes. It's like
Well,
aiding and abetting.
Yep.
Blood rituals of any kind don't connect you with God.
yeah, but we're also agreeing that any of the religions are not
Yep.
correct. It's the faith.
Right.
I'm also getting all those that are outside of the what used to be Israel, of the other tribes, are not practicing the same rituals as those that were inside. Because there are some tribes that were in Iran, there were some in Afghanistan, as well as in, I know there's some in the US, there's some in Europe and Ethiopia.
Yes. Yes.
They do not practice the same as what they're practicing in what used to be called the land of Israel.
Yeah. If that is, for in fact, Israel itself,
Mhm.
it doesn't have to necessarily be the land of Israel.
Yeah.
Right.
The land doesn't belong to anybody. Everybody have the right to live where they want.
This is, yes, it's the creator speaking.
Yeah.
No, I have a friend here.
I
She's,
know. Just it
No
was
war, no.
it was good. I agree. Definitely agree with that.
that was funny. Yeah, but she's true. She's true. There is no border, and that's the Abrahamic Accord. Once that starts to open up, there is no land borders.
I agree with that.
People want it's my
PhD.
time.
I'm waiting for the creator to speak again. I'll be like Stevie Wonder.
No, actually, Stevie Wonder can see. He'll be like,
Yeah, I know you can see. Yeah, it
can
was
see.
just a gimmick.
All right, Black Friday and Good Friday.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
Black
sorry.
Friday and Good Friday seem to have a yin yang connection. Is there more to it than the human eye can perceive? Maybe a
Yes.
hidden equinox?
Yeah. It's
Very
Yeah.
soft, yes.
I get it. It feels like
I get the yin yang.
yeah.
That's confusing. Is the hidden equinox?
That's the thing I
That's
I understand the balance. Yeah, the balance
yeah.
is the equinox, but does one lead into the other? I don't know how.
Okay, I can see like Black Friday, Christmas equinox, and Good Friday, spring equinox. I can see that.
Right.
I don't see the connection between that yin and yang.
Well, isn't yin and yang really just balance? In
Yeah, it
motion?
is.
It is balanced, but
Cause
that's.
and effect.
But I see you can see both as evil.
Right. Well, I
So-
don't. I can't see it as maybe evil, but there's it feels agenda.
Related.
Just how
Okay.
they grab power off of things that we don't know. They're
Right.
feeding off of this somehow.
That's why I'm saying, is it a balance? I don't think there's a yin yang connection. Now I could see maybe the equinox, but I don't see a yin yang.
Well, it's probably perceived as a yin yang connection. Black Friday and Good Friday is
Just
perceived
because
as
it's Black Friday
and Good Friday.
and
So
Good
black
Friday.
and white, good and evil.
Yeah.
It's a balance. There's a yin yang. But equinox kind of throws me. That hidden equinox.
Friday seem to have a yin yang connection. I'm gonna break it down. All right.
Slowly.
Um,
I'm old.
you're chosen. You're not supposed to age.
Well, I know I'm chosen.
Is it a hidden equinox?
He's saying one full moon and the other is a new moon, yin yang energy.
Okay, I'm getting a yes on the hidden equinox, but I'm not getting anything on the yin yang connection. I broke them down into two separate questions.
Hmm.
I mean, it's good. It's a good observation, but
Well, yeah, I think. Well, like I said, I think it's just a perception of the yin
Yeah,
yang.
and that's
Good
just
Friday,
it.
that
I don't. I think you're both right. It's both perception. I think that's key. I think he's right and you're right. It's how you perceive it. Perception is vast.
Yeah, it is. And misleading sometimes.
Yeah. Excuse me. This is actually my potty run.
Well, did you have one earlier?
That was the dog. That was the dog. They do the potty dance. No dancing.
You weren't out there with them doing the potty dance?
The wife will not let me piss out. I've said this.
Well, you should
Figured
take the camera
I
away.
figured maybe that's what happened to his tree.
And there's your lead. Are we gonna wait?
I am actually looking for the next question. There it is.
Yeah, I might not stay longer than we usually do.
Oh, fine. Am I chasing you out?
No, I gotta leave Chicago.
You leave Chicago? I thought you lived in Chicago.
I'm on the suburbs. I'm on the normal side.
Yeah.
You're on the normal side now? Or the
Beside.
Yeah, the
Ah.
Yes, the voice still.
Does the voice have a face?
You want to see the face? Come on,
Sure.
come on over. This woman is so full of knowledge, and she is leaving to Poland.
Hello.
Hi, I like your mind.
There,
I will not
interrupt.
I just want to hear everybody, but from time to time I can.
See, she's not AI, DHP.
Yeah.
Oh, let me highlight that one too and star that one. Okay. Crazy Q. Since
Crazy.
everything is reversed, upside down, and the real clock goes left, not right, when the calendar says it's January, are we really in July?
Oof.
Whoa. Oh, God, my brain.
I
My
know.
brain.
I think Jen purposely didn't have Wi-Fi. It hurt her brain. Isn't it? They say that the real January is April Fool's Day. That's why it's April Fool's.
I don't know.
Yeah, they said that is actually technically.
Well, April Fool's Day is supposed to be actually, well, they say is actually the first of the new year.
Yeah, January. Yeah, the first of the new year. Yes.
Well, don't put January in there. It confuses me.
Oh, okay. The New Year's here. The
But
New Year
I think even that they're wrong.
on April
'Cause
Fool's Day.
I think the New Year day is actually the day of the spring equinox, which is earlier than April 1st.
Well, I know I don't want to hurt my head until it actually comes up and says this is truth. You know, because it is really crazy. I mean, the Earth rotates different than the clock.
Right.
So
You're assuming the Earth rotates?
the flat Earth rotates. It flips.
I think it's like those old cartoon sing along things where you have the ball going across
Yes.
each
Follow
foot.
the bouncing ball. Okay.
Wow.
Did you answer
Upside
this?
down. No, we haven't answered it yet.
No, we waited for you, Jay. Go for it.
Our
I
heads hurt.
was kicking my feet outside, marking my territory after.
Yeah, we figured out why your tree was damaged, by the way.
That's why the wife doesn't want me outside anymore. I keep telling her it's dormant.
Everything is reversed, upside down, and the real clock goes left, not right. When the calendar says it's January, are we really in July? I don't know if it's July, but I do believe that with everything reversed and upside down and all that, that the dates are screwed up.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting a yes on that. And
On which one?
I'm pushing all ego out on this on the January and July, but it's okay. There's I've seen a couple little things about there was this one Bible printed in 1700s. I can't remember what, but it listed the 13 months in
Right.
it.
Right.
But like I'm saying, I don't know if the names January is really July, but my rods are saying yes, but it's the names it has a problem with. Like the 6 months difference, roughly. That's or 7 months difference. Yes, but it's
I
the
can
names.
see that. I can see that being that they took a month out.
Yeah,
It offset it. I can see that.
Yeah.
yeah. And if that's the case, I'll see if I can find. I might have that fairly close. That story of the Bible. I'll try and send it to you guys. It talks about it's a 1700s Bible. I mean, if you think about it, that's during the time of independence. Maybe before, maybe after. I'm not sure, but
Mhm.
there was certain communities. In fact, I think I'm not entirely sure on this. I can ask my rods. I think the Amish communities used to follow a 13-month year.
Okay.
Historically, and they're German-based, most of them. Okay, did they follow a 13-month year?
I'm getting a yes. They do still.
Yeah, I'm getting yes. Some. It feels like it's gone now, but
When they broke off
there.
from, like Mennonites, that broke off from the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 13 months makes way more sense. 28 cycles is 28-day cycles. The moon cycle. It's.
Yeah, I think it offset it.
See, what confuses me is since we're on the Book of Enoch, the Enoch calendar. That's really hard. I don't know if you guys looked at that, but
No,
yeah,
I didn't.
that is like you need Sheldon Cooper to help me explain that. And I've seen people explain it. I still don't get it.
Probably maybe 10 more minutes or 15, and then I'm going to have to leave.
Yeah, me too. I got some things to do. Actually, I told you my son's water's leaked.
Broke?
Yeah, well, he has a leak somewhere, and I'm just gonna go up and keep the kid out of his hair while the other guys work on it. So,
Well, okay, then let's go through the other questions real fast.
Yeah, I got about 20 minutes.
So how many questions do you have?
Let's just go ahead and stop the questions for now.
Okay.
And if I decide to keep going while you two go, then I'll just keep going. But for right now, let's just stop the questions. Go with pegs. Is the collective losing momentum or holding?
Yes, depending on the collective. No, depending on the collective. It's both.
Some are, some are not.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
collective.
It feels like it bounces. It's bouncing out. One's up, one's down, one's up, one's down. I think that's common, but it's a good
That's
pick.
There are still some that are.
Peg.
Yeah, there are still some that are still holding.
Yeah.
And then there'll be more that join in.
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice question.
Yeah, it is. I heard that $2 bills are worth $1,000 right now. True or false?
There's actually one that is.
I think it's that a certain serial number or something, right?
It's well, I mean, I used to collect coins. There's not a $2
Yeah,
bill.
coins I'm getting a yes on, but the paper I'm getting a no on.
No, there's one or two bills. There were $2 bills. They were known as institutional notes. They were artistically beautiful. There's one or two of them that are actually worth that kind of money.
Mm-hmm.
Very limited production, but the run-of-the-mill $2 bill, no.
No.
Garbage, you could put it in with your toilet paper or your
Well,
Kleenex.
no, it won't. Yeah, it'll clog up the pipe.
Yes, exactly.
You might need to use it to burn for the winter.
That's a good thought. You kindling, good shot, good
That-
pickup.
I'll roll them up, have rolls of money to burn.
Roy, good to see you, Roy. I have just had a pre-interview for a job on Sunday's, a face-to-face interview. Will I be offered a job?
Sorry, Roy, that puts me out. I apologize.
I'm getting a yes.
I was going to say use the 8 ball, but yeah.
Well, I could do that too. Confirmation. Prospect is good.
There you
Looks
go.
good. It looks good. Yeah.
Roy, I know you're fairly new with us. We appreciate you here.
Yes.
Most of my stuff, I can't answer 3D questions. That's just me. And so that's why I didn't answer that. If I feel there's a spiritual aspect to it, sometimes I can do it if it's even 3D based. Like I said, but just so you know, I'm not choosing not to answer it. I just know I can't.
Okay, that's it for questions. I'll go ahead and open them back up for me. If you
Okay.
do, whenever you
That's
want.
it for the questions.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So what are we doing next week? If Jen has a hotspot, I mean a Wi-Fi, are we going back to Enoch or what are we doing?
Back to Enoch.
Yeah,
I
mean,
would
there's
assume.
we could
Are
do
we
one
gonna?
of the things with Enoch, or we could switch off. I'm actually I'm being drawn into a rabbit hole on my own volition. You know, it's like why are we going here? And I'm just watching all the cars go by as I'm going down this rabbit hole. But you know, that's my own thing.
Do
I
we
gotta
want
go.
to do potpourri on issues? I mean,
Do
like
one.
touch on different issues.
You know, the only other thing that I think might be a good topic that kind of stems with the calendar, but one of the things that could easily be brought up is, you know, we were just mentioned the coinage. There's a several 100-year gap in coinages with I's and J's on the coinage. In other words, the J got transferred into an I, and the I got transferred into a 1 or a 1,000. So there's a big controversy on that. That's actually you know, I don't know if you know anything about it, but it's a dive that they just added so many years to our calendar by doing this. And some people think it's 1,000 years. Some people think it's 500 years. So it's a thought process, but there's physical evidence. That's all. There's physical evidence.
Yeah, but isn't it funny that Jen said just was it Wednesday that the Renaissance was deleted or fake, and that's 1,000 years?
Yeah.
So
It's always a little when it
That could tie in.
set the
Wait, I'm hearing Mother Gaia again. Who's this?
Yes.
What did
Gaia,
you
you missed it.
You missed her. You were gone when she appeared.
She was on. She said hi.
Oh,
So-
I missed the face. Oh, okay.
Yes.
You gotta rewind. Be kind and rewind. Okay, guys, love you all. I'm glad you guys had a great Thanksgiving. See ya. See you on Wednesday.
Hey guys, love you guys. Yeah, I'm
Bye.
gonna take off here real quick. If Dennis, if you're gonna keep answering questions, I'll be up.
Yeah, I
there
will do that for the next half hour.
I'll
right.
listen in. Okay. So
Yeah.
bye.
Thanks
right.
everybody. Hope you have a great weekend. Love you guys.
All right. If you have questions, then you can put them in the chat. I'll take them for the next half hour. Was your daughter a start? A start of what? Or is this one of my questions? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know exactly the context. If you could ask them. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, was your daughter a starseed? I am getting a yes. Yes, she was, and I'm getting like Lyran, cat like. Oh, she probably likes cats. Lyran's what I'm getting. Hope that's resonating with you, and thank you for the question. The baby, THP. Oh no, I'll go back to this. If so, what gifts did she have? I'm getting tarot and crystal ball. She was more like a seer. She's more like a seer. Hope that resonates with you as a baby. Thank you for the question. And DHP, the prophecy of the red cow bull, seems to come to fruition according to some. Yes. What say the pendulum? Does the prophecy of the red cow and bull come into fruition? The red heifer, I believe. Does the red heifer and the bull come into fruition? I am getting a no to that. It does not. Hope that resonates with you, THP. Thank you for the question. No worries, baby. I think we got that. Moonchild, is the Black Sun organization a dark one like BlackRock? Let's confirm. Yes, yes, it is. Hope that resonates with you, Moonchild. They are both like one and the same. They are both evil. DHP was a story of Ham, a lighter diet version of the real Greek story, Chronos. More to it. I get a soft yes, but there's more to it than that. I'm not sure. I have never or I haven't gotten into Chronos yet, but I am getting a soft yes with a more to it than what you're getting into. Bets. NASA has been seen in Cape Town, South Africa. Is something nefarious going on there? I got to confirm this. I'm getting a yes, but let's see. NASA in South Africa. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. Not sure what it is. I would have thought maybe it had something to do with the Starlink, but it's not. I don't know what they're doing, but it's not a good. Hope that resonates with you, Bets. Is that it is something nefarious. And thank you for the question. DHP, we get downloads when we reach 0 point. How does 0 point affect NPCs and clones? I'm getting basically it doesn't affect them because they don't have downloads like we have them. Well, their downloads are basically programs that are sent in, not like what we're getting. I mean, it's like for them, it's like software being downloaded. For here, it's not really software; it's telepathic more. I hope that resonates with you, DHP. Thank you for the question. Louise, will you be returned to the future or will you be working on New Gaia for a while? You mean, will you be reincarnated in the future? Or will you stay on New Gaia for a while? Louise. No to returning. But you will be staying on the New Gaia for a while to finish out what your purpose is. Hope that resonates with you, Louise, and thank you for the question. Caroline, is there a delay on the update we were given the link to earlier, where the EBS is supposed to go off the 22nd or 23rd? Delayed. Something came up. They had to delay it. Look for Sunday. Not getting if it's this Sunday or the next. I'm just getting Sunday. Maybe the first EBS. Unless something changes this Sunday. All right. Hope that resonates with you. Thank you for the question. Yes, something of the had to. The dark side was still attempting to take over. All right. Does the Vatican have the true Bible? They did, but it's not in their hands anymore. I get it's in the U.S. somewhere, hidden. Moral Balino. Did Maro Balino translate it? And that's why it's in the U.S. It's being translated. Is it? Yes, it was translated. It's in the process of being published. Yeah, I can't get if they've got a publisher doing it yet, but it's in that process between the translation and actually getting it out to the public. I don't know why Mar-a-Lago keeps coming up. I'm not sure it's there. Hope that resonates with Mama Guaya, the creator. But thank you for the question. DHP, were there actual plants that birthed or created humans before? Plants meaning factories, I'm assuming. Before what? I'm getting a yes, and then even more so now. Actually, it's been going on for quite a while, apparently. Underground. Hope that resonates with you, DHP, and thank you for the question. Moonchild, is it true that T-Man is allied with Black Sun? Let's confirm. Yeah. The answer is no, he is not. Now is the T-Man, which could also be from up north, is he allied with the Black Sun? That he is actually. So the T-Man in the U.S. is not, but the T-Man in Canada is. Hope that resonates with you, Moonchild. Thank you for the question. DHP. If one dies today and decides to reincarnate again, does it have to be a linear incarnation? Or can the person incarnate any time, past, present, future? I'm getting he has a choice of both. Either incarnate at a linear time or incarnate anytime. Since time is only shown here on Earth. So if you are talking about I'm getting if you're talking about having to reincarnate on Earth, it's linear, and any place else it's not. Because they do reincarnate on other planets. Yep. Hope that resonates with you, DHP. Thank you for the question. Last W. Got to go. Okay. I'm assuming that's last Q. Do the parasites in spirit form and the parasites in one's body communicate with each other? They do. Yes. Constant communication. Hope that resonates with you. Thank you for the question. Louise. Is Louise of the lineage of Melchizedek in the past? I get a yes, Melchizedek. Melchizedek. Am we in the same lineage? Yep, you're from that lineage and still are. Yes. Hope that resonates with you, Louise. Thank you for the question. Hey, quantum entanglement, you're going to hurt my head again. I know. I can see it. We've discussed organs and effects in transplant. My question, what about blood donors and plasma donors? They would be entangled and cause moods and feelings too. Would they? Strong yes. Yes, they would. Because some of that would be left over within the whatever organ is being transplanted. Interesting. Hope that resonates with you, Peg. Thank you for the question. You know what? I am going to highlight the next question and pop over. Well, there's no next question yet. And pop over and see if we've got anything in the other page. No. Okay. You're welcome, Louise. Thank you, DHP. Bounce, bounce. Thank you. Love you too, Peg. All right. Are we done with questions? Still got 10 minutes. No, wait a couple more. If there's no more questions, I'll go ahead and end it, but I'll wait. Oh. Hi, Caroline. Oh, you ought to have your own channel, Peg. Deep thoughts of the week or deep thoughts of the day. I like your deep thoughts. Did I say no more questions? No, I did not say no more questions yet. I will still take questions. But I'm saying I don't see any questions coming up yet, but I will wait and see if any will come. Louise, yes. In 5D, do we have the gift of time travel? I get, yes, it will be available, but for specific reasons, because you don't want to affect time, linear time. But I'm getting, yes, it'll be available for specific reasons. Hope that resonates with you, Louise. Thank you for the question. Unless you're going, I would suppose, unless you're going as a light body where they cannot actually see or you cannot actually do anything more than just observe, then that's possible anytime, as long as there's no interaction involved. Hope that resonated with you, Louise. And thank you for the question. Let's check the other page again while we wait. All right. So if there are no more questions, then we will go ahead and call it. Looks like we're at a stalemate. Let's go ahead and call it then. I will be back on tomorrow at 2 p.m. my time. So that will be 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock on Eastern tomorrow. I won't be on Sunday. Actually, after Saturday, I won't be on until Tuesday next week. I'm assuming you're asking me, Nadia, are you sensing a divine frequency with Aruka? No. Soft yes. I'm not sure what those are, but I'm getting a soft yes to that, Nadia. No worries. Gotcha, Nadia. But soft yes to that. Welcome, Caroline. Since the chat jumped on me. All right, everybody. So I will see you tomorrow. Love and light. And I hope your Thanksgiving continues on through the weekend. Have a great day. Love and light to you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for all your questions and for keeping the vibes up. Much love and light. Bye.